I want to bring in the rest of our experts now, actually, because we want to know how all of you have been feeling. Everyone knows I usually start conversations with, how are you? Are you okay? I'd like to know what you've been doing to reduce stress and anxiety. I'm going to start with MDP. You don't strike me as a very stressful dude, but what are you doing to calm yourself down these days?
And I picked up the game of golf. And I find for me that is the most relaxing, distressing way of any, for me personally. I get out at 7:30 in the morning. I get my 15,000 steps in. I have some fun. I yell and scream at a little white golf ball and, run around the nature. So it's awesome. That's for me, that works perfectly.
Good for you. Okay, let's go over to Linda now. Linda, how are you helping to keep yourself low stress these days?
Well, it really helps that I have 2 cats and 2 dogs, so I just get a lot of cuddle time from all of them, and that really helps. And I do find I need to stay off certain social media. Don't doom scroll for too long, because that will kind of spike up the anxieties.
I hear you for sure. Andrea, you just gave us a beautiful list of products, but I'm wondering, is there anything else you do to keep yourself low stress these days?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been watching a lot of funny shows. Like I'm happy to watch. Schitt's Creek is making me laugh all the time. So I've literally been watching it as much as I can at night. So it literally helps to de-stress me. And gratitude, a lot of gratitude, and taking things in stride. I find that I used to get very overwhelmed with things, and now as things come, I'm like, okay, great. Thank you. I'm grateful for that, and trying not to get overwhelmed by it.
Yeah, very good. And sweet Joey, what are you doing these days to keep yourself low stress? You always have great advice to offer me. So what are you doing for yourself?
Well, those were great tips by Andrea, and we sleep with a weighted blanket, so they're fabulous. But for me, there's 2 things that I do that viewers aren't going to want to do, guys. But if you want to get from a sympathetic to a parasympathetic state, you have to change your state. So I'm sorry to say, guys, I cold water shower or bath. I know, but it works. Tracy's heard me say that. And I'm telling you, if a little bit of fasting, just a little bit, guys, if you grab the processed foods and the sugars when you're in a sympathetic response, or the caffeine or the alcohol, it doesn't sometimes make it worse. It always makes it worse. So I try and cold water shower, music, weighted blanket, and then, guys, one day at a time. That's my whole mantra, one day at a time.
Well, we asked our viewers the same question, and here's what you told us you've been doing to reduce anxiety and stress. I have to say, this is reducing my anxiety and stress. These blankets feel so good. Susan wrote, phoning friends and family, plans to redecorate, planning my life goals, cooking from scratch, and watching Netflix. I like this list. Mary says chocolate and wine have helped a little bit, but it's been hard, and it's been longer than any year in my entire life. Amen, sister. Kim tells us every few weeks I book a day or a half day off from work to go on a nature walk or have me time, saying even when working from home, we need vacation time. Yes, we do. Thank you to everyone for sharing.